Up on tap between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wynn's going to try and throw on third. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers in the... Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now Wentz on third down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And some space here. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Alert! Alert!
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. His 9th rushing touchdown now on the year, number 10 overall. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. McKinnon now going to try the left side. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
Warriors 17, 19 tight, 19 tight, Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This will be taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear them down a bit. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back. You can move forward from there. He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On third down, Robinson. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's the option play going left. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
60 average. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this 1st half as the kick gets away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 2nd half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another run with Mitchell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Let's go now. Move it like these. Warriors 17.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll look to throw again. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
19 right.
Back to throw again. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Have the street! Have the street!
They'll run with Mitchell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Have the 60! Have the 60! 18 rattle! 18 rattle! Come 19! Come 19! Street! Street!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! Mustang 19! 65 cats! 65 cats!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides.
Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now the Niner offense is back on the field, and they're going to try for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wentz going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Gould with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Wentz again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. The front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
2nd and 9 now. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, ready?
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. This one caught by Kittle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Wentz now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And now here is another interception. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe... And my goodness, another interception.
And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
19 Tigers. Warriors 70.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther trap 60.
They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Fields this way up at the 17 and out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.